Good evening. So now I suppose you saw my title and you want to see what my point of view is on this whole abortion thing. Now, it's not something new. Matter of fact, I've probably posted on it. Excuse me while I adjust my camera. But I've probably posted on it quite a few years back. But, I mean, there's new shit going around now. If you look at Twitter or other social media sites, there's actually some kind of an abortion movement where women are proclaiming victory over their body because they got an abortion. Now, when I saw that, it literally made me sick. People are praising themselves for having an abortion. That doesn't make you any better than a murderer, because you are taking this innocent person, this child who hasn't had the chance to enjoy life, and you are stripping that from him or her. You're telling the world that it's okay to go out and fuck around, get pregnant, and then one day decide, oh, I don't want it. Well, you know what? This isn't like buying a fucking pair of shoes at Walmart. You don't go and buy the shoes, try them on, decide that you don't like the color or they don't fit right, and you want to go return them. That's not how fucking human life runs. Now, I know this has been a huge controversial topic for me myself. Now, it's not me personally, but me myself, I have had a lot of controversial conversations with people on this matter. And I've heard so much about, well, it's the woman's body, it's her right. Well, you know what? Yeah, it may be her body, but she made that choice to have unprotected sex for one reason or another. Maybe she was at a party, got drunk, got fucked, got pregnant, and then she all of a sudden decided, oh, I'm not ready to be a mom yet, or I don't want to be a mom. Well, maybe, just possibly, you should think about this shit. Okay, you're at a party, you're drunk, you're not thinking about anything but having a damn good time. Some good-looking guy comes up, pays attention to you. You guys hit it off, you end up in the bedroom. Who's going to think about having a condom? Who's going to think about pulling out? Nobody. But you know what? It's like getting into a car while you're drunk. While you're drunk, you're not thinking of the consequences. But you know what? There are consequences out there. When you get into a car and you're drunk, you have the possibility of killing yourself or killing others, or killing yourself and others. You have the possibility of wrecking your car. You have the possibility of wrecking other person's car while they avoid getting into an accident. Well, the same thing comes with pregnancy. You go to a party, you get drunk, you run that risk of having unprotected sex. You run that risk of getting pregnant. Let's beat off of parties. Casual life. You and your boyfriend are getting groovy. You don't have a condom. You have unprotected sex. You end up getting pregnant. Well, shit. You know what? No, you're not drunk. You're not high. You're completely sober. You're sane-minded. Then all of a sudden you go, oh, I got pregnant. Well, son of a bitch. You know what? I don't want to be a mom, so I'm going to go and abort this child. You know, it's fuckheads like that disgust me. There is no, it's my body, my choice. When you get pregnant, there is a living human being out there. It has been scientifically proven for a long-ass time that after a very short time of having unprotected sex and getting pregnant, that child has a heartbeat. That child is a person. So you're making that decision to have unprotected sex, knowing that you don't want to be a parent, you don't want to be a mother, you don't want to get pregnant, and taking the obligation to commit murder. So, if one day I got pissed off and I just walked into the grocery store and I shot somebody, killed him. I mean, not to shoot him in the shoulder or the leg. I point blank shoot him right in the head, kill him. Can I go to the courts and proclaim that I was committing an abortion quite a few years later? I mean, after all, murder is murder, right? You're killing this unborn human being versus killing a human being who's had the chance to live, who's had the chance to fuck up the world or make the world a better place. Either way you look at it, you're killing someone. But it's your body. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like I just said, that shit disgusts the fuck out of me. If you're going to have unprotected sex, face the consequences. You run a risk of getting pregnant. And for those women who say, oh, I've been having sex since I was 16 and I'm 35 years old now and I haven't gotten pregnant yet. Well, you know what? Apparently you just haven't, whatever the fuck. You haven't met the right guy that got you pregnant. Maybe you just got lucky and dodged the bullet. I mean, there's so many things out there that could tell you why you haven't gotten pregnant in the last fucking 18 years. But today's the day. Today's the day that you got pregnant while having unprotected sex with your boyfriend, your husband, some dude at a party. And you decide you want to go, I don't want this child. I don't want to be a mother. I'm not ready to be a mother. I'm not financially stable enough. Well, here's a little update. And before anybody says, well, that's not my problem, you know what? This isn't your problem. But there are so many people out there today that would do anything shy of selling their soul to have a child. For whatever reason, they can't. Maybe they haven't met the perfect match of a mate. Maybe something is wrong with your reproductive organs that won't allow you to get pregnant. I mean, just like the reason why you never got pregnant after having unprotected sex for 18 years, same rules and regulations and policies and all that other happy horse shit follow why that person hasn't got pregnant. But now this person over here, person B, wants to have a kid. Tried for years, no luck. But you have person A over here who got pregnant, doesn't want the child, uses their brain, not their head, their brain, keeps the pregnancy, goes through, and upon delivery, you talk to your doctor ahead of time, of course, explain to them that you want to give up this child. So upon delivery, you sign your rights over to the child. There's person B over here who is more than willing to adopt, and everybody's happy. Now, granted, some of those people out there who are completely on my side, who see shit on the logical side and all this fucking my body, my rights bullshit. Yeah, there's a lot of children from newborns to 17 years old who are in the system who haven't had the opportunity to get adopted. There are dozens, if not hundreds, and possibly thousands of agencies out there with children who haven't had the opportunity to be adopted. So yeah, that's one con you could look at. But all the pros is you're allowing this person, this child, to have a life, to be able to wake up every morning, to have problems, to have excitement, to have a life. you're giving that person that opportunity to explore everything that there is. Instead, when you decide, my body, my right, my choice, you're taking that right away from somebody that will never have a choice, never have a chance, never have an opportunity. So, like I said here a few minutes ago, should we make it legal to just go around and kill people? Call it a belated abortion? Now, I'm not that person's parent, so, I mean, I guess we should have mom and dad who are fighting with their kids, who say, I wish you were dead, I wish I never had you. Well, here's your opportunity. Now, before I go on with this, I am not saying that it's okay to go off and kill people. I'm not telling parents who fight with their kids, or parents whose kids walk away from them and they get into this big old fuck you thing. I'm not saying go out and kill your kid, not one fucking bit. And for anybody that actually would follow through with that kind of shit, and those people that have followed through with that shit, they're just as bad. They are complete fucking dipshits. You see it on the news all the time. Even here recently, within the last 3 weeks, you got some dipshit, cock-sucking motherfucker who killed his 2 kids and his pregnant wife and the unborn child. Now that is a cold-hearted motherfucker who shouldn't even be allowed in prison. He should just go from the courts to the firing squad. Fuck him. Why the fuck do I have to pay for his stay in prison, for his 3 hots in a cot, while he's a dipshit and goes on a fucking murderous rampage on his family, on his children? But before I go on and before I bring up topics that piss myself off, which, like I said, this is a very touchy subject for me, because I feel that murder is murder no matter what color you color it, no matter what angle you look at it. It's murder. Plain and simple. So, let me see what you guys have to say. I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear your thoughts. And I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot of people complaining, a lot of people standing behind the my body, my right, my choice movement. And let's see the aspect of what everybody has to say. Let's see how many people believe that murdering an unborn child is okay to do. Let's see how many of you people say that while the woman is pregnant, it's not a person. No, I'm not making any threats. I'm not going to say that, well, you better open up your eyeballs and take the aspect of what life really is, because there's going to be a bounty of people that are going to bitch at you. I'm not saying shit like that. But I can tell you right now, for people that say that as long as it's unborn, it's not really a child, it doesn't exist, go ahead. Next time you have a physical, next time you get sick, next time you get hurt, go to your doctor and ask them, just out of randomness, how early in a pregnancy is that child a person? Feel free to do that. Google it. I don't really give a fuck. For those of you who believe that this unborn child does not exist until it's born, or this unborn child does not exist or is not concluded as a human being until the final trimester, go ahead and Google this shit. Feel free to embarrass the fuck out of yourself. I mean, that's what your doctors are for. Ask them goofy questions. But I'll leave you there, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out.